Good evening
Oh my god.
and good night.
Hey,
Hello,
peace
everybody.
out.
How you doing? What's going on? It is the company tonight is August 18th, 2022 at 10:07 p.m. So I apologize. We are late and it's my fault. I was dragging my feet.
Nah, it was a
But
combination of all of us.
yeah. But we are all here. Hope everybody's having an amazing night, having a pretty productive week. If not, try harder. You got another week coming. You can just give up the rest of this one. Like if you ain't did nothing yet, give it up. Friday, just kind of phone it in.
Nah, man, that's not the way to do it.
This is the way.
No, 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 it's
Those are
not.
idiots. Not y'all, Brian.
But like I said, hope everybody's been having an amazing week. Beginning of your week, middle of your week, and since we are starting this week off, I know a lot of people have their children going back to school.
Were their children?
Oh, I
children?
can kind of tell where this topic going. You want to talk about the outfits?
Mm.
I knew it was going.
Little gremlins.
I cannot speak on this. We had uniforms.
So you didn't
Oh,
have your
yeah,
kids
yeah.
juiced up for the first day of school? Oh, y'all got uniforms.
Yeah, uniforms.
Oh, okay.
I mean, he
okay.
does it.
Yeah.
His child does.
Yeah. So
No little looking motherfucker. Never mind.
No,
I did-
what?
I did
I
see
couldn't
that.
hear you.
Lil Wayne looking.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
I
don't
saw
want to say
quite a
that.
few
I see it a
like
lot.
skinny jeans, $300 shoes.
Wait, skinny jeans on like a kid?
Yeah.
Oh, skinny. I mean, what they wear is technically skinny. If not, it's slim.
Mm-hmm.
But these kids, yeah. I don't know how they run.
They don't.
They don't.
Oh yeah, they're hypoglycemic probably already.
Ooh,
Whoa.
damn. So,
Hey, just real quick before we talk about this, I talked about this the other day. To somebody, I was just like, "Yo, I don't know these kids exist in this neighborhood until I see them at a bus stop when school's in session." I'd be like,
Oh.
"Where the fuck these children
I'm
come
always shocked how many kids live out here when
Bruh,
Yeah,
maybe I
same
heard of
here.
them. I'm like, where were these kids?
Yeah,
Yeah.
same here. And that's even before COVID.
Yeah, as a child, like we stayed outside. The hose is in the back.
What?
You come outside, you come inside to use the bathroom, and then you take your ass right
No,
back
no,
outside.
Brian,
Stop
no.
it, Brian.
No.
Stop it.
I didn't even say anything.
You were looking like
he just said the hose is in the back.
No, I was too young to know what hose were.
were you really?
Are we
I
ever too
wasn't.
young?
But,
Yeah, there you
huh?
go. Nothing the truth will shall
But
set
no,
you
I'm saying the water hose, sir. Yeah, but
Yeah, you gotta be Pacific, Brian. Be
this
Pacific.
nigga here. Yeah, Pacific. You know,
Yeah, be
like the one
Pacific.
Hawaii's in.
Mhm.
No, Negro, no. I'm just like, where did kids pop up from? Because it's like I never hear kids playing outside. That's fine by me.
You hear it a lot when things happen. Like we had an internet outage a few days ago, and it was out all day, and then suddenly you started hearing like bicycles and shit outside, and kids laughing and playing.
I did
'cause
see a
they couldn't
lot
stay
then,
inside.
yeah.
There's nothing to do. And I think parents went back to old school when their kids were sitting around not doing nothing. You know, just take your ass outside and don't come back in.
Oh yeah, at that point,
yeah.
they weren't dropping them off at school. You don't see them much. The luster came off when they were sitting there with the kids on the
Mhm. Damn, my kid talk too much. Shit. Go outside.
Ain't
But I
so
mean,
many
it's-
Switch games you could buy for that kid.
Absolutely. And I feel for the kids because it is for the ones in like junior high and high school, it's a pivotal part in their life. This is when they start smelling themselves, start feeling like they need to look a certain way for people. And they're going through shit that we didn't have to go through. So I got to give it up to these kids. If they make it all the way through without issues.
Fuck.
Shut up, Rob.
We just make an observation. Oh my god.
Well, yeah, kids are having to go through things that we didn't have to, man. I couldn't imagine like being in school like right now with everybody had a little video camera with them all the time.
Bruh.
Yes.
Like, can you like even think
That's
about it?
a
Remember
very valid
when we
point.
had like if you had a cell phone as a child back in high school, like that thing would be confiscated it was like an entire thing.
Yeah.
Now
Oh,
that's
yeah.
that's just part of the norm.
Yeah.
Ooh, we about to date ourselves. I remember my senior year, this girl had a two-way. And I remember the teacher told her put it up, and she brought it out again. The teacher held it just to the end of class, but because they didn't understand the concept of the two-way. And the only reason I remember is from rap videos.
Yeah.
I knew what it
Monica
was.
really wasn't on a two-way. She was typing on
no, you talking about Kelly. Oh my God.
So
Was it Microsoft Excel?
Microsoft Excel, yeah.
I'm like, what
oh, that is right.
We never caught that when that was out. That was like 02. We never
02 Dilemma, right?
Dilemma,
Yeah, 02, yeah.
Yeah. Like I was already out of school when cell phones started becoming a thing.
Really?
So yeah, I didn't have a cell phone until I was like a junior in college.
Honestly, I've passed it. I've had this line, same number, same account number for 20 years. Like 2002, I remember I got it. So I've had it for 20 years. Same account number.
I got mine like maybe a month before college. So yeah.
Oh yeah, it was. Yeah, I didn't get mine till right before sophomore year.
No, I was in college with a wall phone.
Oh yeah, I was room phoning it my
room
freshman
phoning.
year. Come back to the room.
and-
Oh, I got a message.
Yeah, I'm
Right.
checking.
You are writing down your room phone number. Hey, you would get calls though. I remember them
It
days.
says I had a three-way once, not the same as a two-way, but cool, keeps you busy.
Fucking
Wait a minute,
Rob.
God damn it.
Rob, you need to do an open mic somewhere. Dead ass. That was too smooth.
Yeah, but I know y'all wanted to talk about this. What was the topic that y'all wanted to get on with the back to school stuff? I know y'all threw something around during pre-show.
Oh, I mean, we were talking about our stuff, but I was just saying in general. Before we talk about our own experience, I was just saying the kids, man, they're wearing some expensive ass outfits. Like I know we would dress nice and stuff the first day, maybe a couple days, but I'm gonna keep it a stack. I think I said this in the chat. It's gonna be a tier of what you gonna get to go back to school. That's just me. If you're a kid that delivers good grades, I'll make sure whatever my funds can handle, you're gonna be fresh.
Mm-hmm.
You know, mid grades, you get all right. If you just suck and want to be stupid, you probably not even going to get Bobo Nikes. You're going to get Vans. You're going to get. I ain't going to put them in Skechers. I don't want to get picked on. But
Skechers about as big as Fila was. Please don't buy that boy no block.
So yeah, I'm just not putting these kids in some of these outfits they wearing. First day maybe, but after that, it's like I hope you know you done. You didn't like, yeah, you've already peaked out of that first day. After that, you about to be wearing Jenko jeans. Fucking
you're about to post.
so
you're telling me you're gonna
no, I'm just talking shit.
So you're one of those people you're gonna buy the entire wardrobe from Walmart, post the receipt on Facebook, and be like, "This is how we do it."
Oh my god, I wouldn't do that because my mom never did that to me, and she had all right to.
It's a new age, man.
Sosa's taking care of family tonight. David, he's not.
But I promise you, he probably has whiskey in hand or he's asleep.
I like how whiskey got translated to Sosa. He's not wrong.
Hey, look at this. So my daughter is on the golf team. The clubs were $900.
Jesus Christ.
See, this is
that means you're gonna be wearing Vans.
Friendly reminder.
We know, Rich. We know.
I'm just saying, friendly reminder. That's all.
What's the friendly reminder?
Not selling it.
Y'all ain't selling it. Yeah. So yeah, and I'm with you. Is I don't see. Like even like the first part of school, your kid hadn't proved he can do anything yet. Like he hadn't proved he earned or deserves any of the stuff y'all putting him in. So to sit here and buy this man some $300 grades or whatever y'all call the Jordans that's out now, it's like it's not.
Those would be cool grades.
Yeah, the cool grades. That's not gonna happen, bro. We're gonna find this nice median area where you can still look good, but I don't have to spend $1,000 for one outfit.
So you're going to Target?
Yes.
Yeah, because honestly, when they're in elementary school, but what's funny is it's like, remember like in high school, like a lot of the fashion mattered. In middle school, yes, it did, but elementary, it was kind of like the sneakers kind of did because we were in the basketball player phase. For me, like it was Barkley and Jordan and other people, but it wasn't so much fashion for us in elementary and middle like that deeply. Not until maybe my 7th or 8th grade year, because we were in the starter jacket era. It wasn't really that pop in elementary, not to me until like middle school.
Starter.
Yeah. Or Apex or whatever, Logo Athletic, all that shit was all. We all called them starter jackets, which was funny.
Even though they were all, as long as they had that star on it with that Z beside it.
No, but people wore Logo Athletic and Apex, but people all call them starter jackets because
really
they cost the same price. Expensive.
Yeah. Well, it's and the prices, like you can get an East Bay magazine from way back in the day.
Oh, I wish I had one just to flip through it.
The prices were nowhere near to what the things are
in our
now.
minds. They were. You look at it now.
Yeah, I mean now
I'll be fresh.
$150 for some sneakers.
I'll be 1998 fresh.
Yeah,
I'll be like, I make my own money. I can get all these shoes.
I think it's more pressure for the parents too, because you got to spend money on this stuff. That means that money's not going to something that you need.
That's what I would think about as a parent. It's kind of like, you eating beanie weenies tonight, right? And you're
gonna be fresh.
Yeah, and you not allowed to wear them shoes to the damn mailbox. Fucking with me, the school and back. That's
you sitting there, both of your back tires smooth as hell, just looking like a hot dog. And
you got the rubber bands.
Exactly.
For your kid,
you buy a $300 Jordan for your kid. That probably ain't gonna keep him on because you want to not crease him.
Yeah, I will say, man, I'll be stepping gingerly when I got some fresh shoes on. That crease,
that's the truth.
Yeah, those the A1s, bro. You cannot crease them suckers too fast because they really don't have a lot of wears in them. If you're a fresh white person,
you see that Karen is his wife.
Oh, bro, you have to specify, Rob. You know what group you're around.
Are big on shoes, yet sometimes she has to give some of them lunch money. The priorities aren't there.
Right.
Yeah. So I would rather my kid eat than be at school stunting. But I mean, I guess it changes once you have a kid and you start realizing that you don't want your kid to go to school lacking or being picked on or looking less than anybody else, because some people are going to send their kids with the best of the best. So I think people get caught up in that.
Yeah, but that's a character. That's a character building thing, though. At the same time, right? Because I mean, if you think about, and again, I am not a parent, so by no means am I. This is coming from a completely different vantage point, but that kind of reinforces the cycle of keeping up with the Joneses, right? Because think about how many people have these giant ass houses with no furniture in them.
Bruh,
hey, what?
I've been in houses like that. It's kind of like, who you keeping up with? Like, I don't understand.
Like, it's more important to look.
Keep it up for the gram, Izzo.
Evidently,
yeah, them the IG models be all in out on boats and yachts, and then come home and they mattress sitting on the floor.
I'm like, what you trying to do? Play flag football in here with nothing in here? Like,
you don't even have a box spring.
Oh Lord, we back on those IG pictures there.
Oh man,
sir, some of them have saved their money and got box springs. Okay.
Yeah,
and when they brought back that money from Dubai and they got box springs, okay, Rich. Why, Brian? Would you care to tell us why you making that face?
Because that money shitty.
Hold on, wait a minute. Oh, there we go. There we go.
There should be documentaries out about like IG models and what they have to do.
Dog, somebody has to follow somebody on there, man.
Yeah.
Like the chick might have to film, I guess, but somebody gotta follow them on there because the sheik is gonna look at the dude like, why are you here?
So, no, you don't feel good like that. It's good for your back. Nah, we ain't doing that. You ain't passing the mattress laying on the floor off or something you're trying to do for your back, brother.
Carlton, you wild for that. I was like, wait, what are you talking about?
Oh shit! Please get a box spring. And the little rail things don't cost nothing. You can find those.
The little rail things.
The thing, the railing for the bed. You put the bed.
Okay.
I know there's a name for it, but I just went blank just now, so I didn't.
I was just like, is this a handicap bed or a bed that has stuff you got to hold on because wild things happen in the bed? I had no clue where we were going.
Yeah, I know it. Ryan being those cool.
Keep your hands inside the ride.
Listen, when we were kids, we knew where we came from, and we're thankful for what we had. I sometimes look forward to one of my school friends bringing me lunch from his home. Yeah, it was a harder time back then. People are doing, I don't know. I don't know the answer. Like, are you supposed to make your kids go through that just to have them humbled?
No, not at all. Now we've had this conversation before.
You say what?
If you got it, use it. I mean, just to be honest with you, I mean that is kind of the point, right? Like you try to get better, so then those coming behind you have it easier.
I feel there's other ways you could humble them without being downgraded from what you had. Because like Rich was kind of saying,
house, like punch him in the chest. That's how life do you, bitch.
Toxic.
That's called abuse.
Nah, I agree.
Said by Brian, can't reflect the company podcast. However, if you are arrested for abuse, feel free to give me a call at
this nigga. Oh, he muted himself. I was like, what happened? I have not learned my lesson there.
Trying to teach you about life, bitch. Pow. But what do you say? Carlton says, no, you should want better for your kid. You should want more for your kids than what you had.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I spoil my kids, but they know they have to be respectful or it's not good.
Yeah, there's levels to this.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
You can find a balance between wanting to provide, do for your kids without spoiling them to the point that they don't appreciate things and feel entitled. That's all.
Yeah. And I think we've all seen both. Go ahead.
I would say, what's that balance? Because you see some kids, and I would say older, like high school or early colleges, where it's like they got everything some adults have gotten and more, and it's like, at what level do they really appreciate it? Because nobody appreciates something that's just given to them. Like when you earn it, it feels so much sweeter. And I'm not saying you don't give a kid things, but like there's levels of things I see and I go, holy fucking shit.
But
let's keep it this. You should be in high school with a BMW.
I went to school with a lot of kids like that.
A 2022 BMW.
Yeah, a lot of them. Some ended up being all right, but some of them is kind of like because it's to the point where it's like, oh shit, I'm out here. I gotta get this. Oh,
I guess at the same time, I guess what kind of kid you've raised and how they are, if they can handle certain things. True. So, to be fair.
Yeah, but then some people know that their kids is pieces of shit and they still get it, so they'll shut up.
But that's not the wave.
that is not the way, Brian.
Yeah. No. What he's saying is true, but that is
I know. No, I just wanted to say.
And I've seen that. And it's kind of like, okay, keep building amongst there if you want to.
Yeah. Because then the things that they take advantage of become like a conveyor belt situation. It's like if I mess this up or lose it or something happens to it, I just gonna get another one.
I have seen that.
Yeah,
that's a valid ass point. I have seen
and then
that.
It's like maybe this is how life works, and then you leave school and get out in here in these streets, and you find out that conveyor belt don't exist.
And then they do something stupid, and then they they end up calling me at. And then I can help them out. That's all. Okay.
But I do hope these kids are making the right decisions. I know colleges are coming in now. I don't know if they start this week or if they've already started or what's
Carolina started today.
Yeah.
Carolina started today.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh boy, good old days.
Ooh, Rob took it back.
Yes, Rob.
Yes.
Rob, if you're getting a PS5 or have a PS5, just know me and you gonna play online because I'm buying my PS5 like right before that comes out.
I missed that.
Well, yeah, and then you got to realize too now we are. I don't have any kids, but we are technically the generation of parents who will play video games with their kids because we watch that shit grow.
Right.
I'm speaking from experience. I do it all the time.
See?
Yeah.
So I mean, we have a connection. We're gonna have a connection with these kids. that our parents wouldn't have with us because they didn't have some of the
They
technology
didn't
or
get
some of
it.
the things that
They didn't
we
get
had.
it.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, then we're gonna be playing video games with our kids, texting them because we know how to text. Our parents couldn't text when phones started doing that mess.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's very true. That's
So
very, very true.
that's just something we can share with them. We just can't let them leave us behind because we still have to stay up on the stuff so we can figure out what the hell they doing.
Well, it's funny because if you think about it, the amount of change that we've gone through in
At
our
Call of Duty.
lifetimes, it's insane. Because think about it, like the technology between like 2010 to 2000 to now, it's more advanced, but yet it hasn't really changed. Like the way we communicate is roughly still the same.
Mhm.
If you think you go back to like 1995 and you look at how we communicated then to what we do now, drastically different. And it's been several iterations of it. I mean, even if you think about the way we watch things, right? We went from VHS to DVD to Blu-ray to streaming all in the span of 20 years.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
and it didn't feel like it took that long, to be honest with you. I mean,
no.
Are we at warp speed right now? It feels, or we just it's where we are? Because I feel like technology is like by in our lifetime, and like honestly, the last 20 years, it's flying.
It's basically like the way we manufacture things has gotten better. The way we have computing power has gotten exponentially better. It's like that's really what's happened. It's just exponentially got better. So now you're looking at tech is on the cutting edge. So everything that comes out, it winds up being a thing that, like, even if you think about just what we're doing right now, right? Like streaming, a connection between four people online. That's not something that was like a thing you were able to do easily.
No.
5-10 years ago. Like,
what was that shit called back in the day? Is it X-Band? Is that what it was?
I can't remember.
You know what I'm talking about on Sega
yeah.
and Super Nintendo or Sega? I think it was Sega.
Yeah.
I remember. You remember the Game Boy thing that used to take pictures of you, but it was horribly digitized pictures.
Oh, I remember that.
Oh yeah.
Sega seems like they always put something out way too far in advance.
The Nomad.
The Nomad. The Sega Saturn.
Nomad was fire though, but it was too late in the lifespan of the Sega. It was too late because the Sega was
too late, and then the battery on it was like you couldn't even finish
my
the
friend
game.
had it. It was like a little battery pack. It was like 6 to 8 batteries you put in there. Like, nigga, nobody buying all these batteries. I remember that.
Your console.
I remember being in class with my book bag on there. He let me use it. I was playing Mortal Kombat 2. The person's like, "What the fuck?" Like,
you can smell them batteries burning in that thing.
I was sitting there playing Mortal Kombat 2 in class. Oh, that was the shit.
Oh yeah, I think like technology is advancing, but not in areas that we need it to.
Well,
and I feel like some of that
it's the consumer thing driving it. It's capitalism driving it.
Yeah, it's just the things are advancing, and the things that can make people more money. Like I think we could be a whole lot further in like medicine, transportation, fuel, all kind of stuff like that. But when you advance that stuff,
keeps us away from those. Sir.
Yeah, when you advance in that stuff, then somebody's going to lose money.
Mm-hmm.
So, not that I don't appreciate the whole video game advancement and the graphics and all this other stuff that we've been doing. It's amazing to watch.
You remember, like, we used to judge gaming by bits?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Remember polygons?
Damn. Excuse me. Yep. Like 128-bit console. It was like, did they ever even say that? Not really. It's like generations is all it went after that. It's like after the 64-bit thing, you never heard bits really after that because it just made no sense.
Rob wants to know, why do we have sex dolls but I don't have my flying car? I call bullshit.
Safety reasons.
Holy fucking shit.
Safety reasons. You would think like you would want more safety in something you sticking your junk in, but
you know why? Let's think about this though, Brian. In that scenario, you're talking about one person being impacted from an injury, whereas with a flying car, that could run the gamut to hundreds.
Woo!
It falls out the sky.
Well, if something happened to my junk because I was doing the sex bot, there's gonna be a lot more people impacted than just me.
What you just said is abbreviated. It ain't gonna work. Hey, read it out loud.
My first computer was a Commodore 64 that readily delivered me syntax errors that I didn't have a clue about what it was talking about. Abbreviated. It ain't work. It ain't gonna work. That's all I had to tell you. Nah, it's not gonna work, buddy. Do it over.
Not today.
Not today. Like I legit want an Oculus. Like that's on my list. Like I want an Oculus because we've been waiting for these kind of video games for a real long time.
The thing is, all this existed, but nothing actually like stuck. This is the first time virtual reality is finally stuck.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But we have a thing
and it's been around for like our whole life. Say it again.
But you got to remember, it's a thing that it finally puts it at a level where the quality of the experience works. Because every other time, you remember the what was that thing called that Nintendo released years ago? The Virtual Boy.
Oh gosh,
that was all red. I remember being in the PX, like playing it. I'm like, this is stupid. I remember playing a golf game. This is stupid.
This is an actual console. Yeah, it was an actual console.
Mm-hmm. I remember that.
Yep. They've been trying to do it. I mean, and then you would watch movies and they would be inside video games or whatever, and it was just. I've been waiting for it, and I want one now. It's just still $400. Jesus.
I was going to ask how much is it.
One is $300 and the other's $400.
Yeah, just go for the $400.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you get double the space. 128 versus 256.
Mm-hmm. I keep talking myself out of that unit, Brian. He wants some. Well, we've been waiting since Virtua Fighter was the most advanced game that was out. That's
bruh. If you go back and look at how terrible Virtua Fighter
was. My god, that game is horrible.
But nothing moved that fluid though. A lot of games move that fluid. That's
Virtua Fighter.
The fluidity of the movements is what got me. Not necessarily the graphics. It's like the fluidity of the.
Well, we had nothing to compare the graphics to. So when that was happening, it was like, oh look, I can see his eyes and his mouth. So cool. Look, his fingers move when you just standing there.
Oh, speaking of old video games, and then y'all gonna understand. I know if anybody's super young, they ain't gonna get it. So they have y'all know like they're selling all those in-home arcade systems.
Oh, now. I know which one you about to talk about.
Two things. They got Killer Instinct out.
Whoa. Word?
A second one, they have the one with NBA Jam, but Shaq is on it. Oh, remember, Shaq was not on NBA Jam.
No, he was not.
Shaq, because I saw the box, I said Shaq. Like, why is Shaq? Oh shit, Shaq on the game? Because Shaq was not on the game.
No, he was not.
Let's be honest though. Here's I think if anything, they have to have a bonus where Shaq Fu is playable on that arcade machine. Like,
I love Shaq Fu, dog.
I ain't gonna lie,
it's fuck out of Shaq Fu.
It's a terrible game.
It's a terrible game. Yes, it's terrible. Yes,
it's a terrible game, but it is awesome. It is terrible and awesome in the.
Am I remember right? Shaq Fu is the game where the person finishing the move, they pulled out a voodoo doll. Is that Shaq Fu? Okay, I didn't know if I got it mixed up. All right, I used to play with that character. I used to play the fuck out of Shaq Fu. Y'all can hate, Brad. Y'all can hate, Brad.
We were playing Barkley Shut Up and Jam 24 hours a day.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah.
I used to play
remember about him
boxing and this other shit.
Honestly, I thought you were going to say NFL Blitz because that's another one that's coming too.
Oh, are you serious? I didn't know that. They got the Simpsons one, which is actually kind of hard too.
But the thing is, apparently they're going to change some of the tackles in the game.
Here we go.
Right. Because you remember NFL Blitz, like you basically clothesline people.
Exactly.
You do a little bit of everything. They haven't said which ones, but
who made that game? Was it Acclaim or Midway?
Never mind, I ain't gonna say it.
Who was it?
I feel like
I want to say it was Midway.
Midway, yeah. It was Midway because for some reason I could see it. because they made all those kind of games like that. They had a baseball game I used to play.
That was like one of the few sports games I actually played.
Oh, we used to play the hell out of that.
Yeah.
That was on PlayStation, right? Regular PlayStation?
Yeah, but I had it on the 64.
Oh, yeah, yours was way better. No, I played it on the 64, but it was on PlayStation. I didn't have it. I played it at my friend's house.
Well, you know what I found? Like my brother bought an emulator. I think it was the Genesis one he bought. No,
why you did that?
I don't know. Well, he bought the emulator.
Everybody had an emulator.
It's like 2 or 3 times I've gone over there, and like he has the Switch and the PS4 and stuff in the corner. He's playing the emulator, like the old video games, and having a blast.
I hate them shits. I can't play old video games anymore.
Really? Oh, they don't.
I think. See,
8-bit games, 16 and higher, yes.
16 higher, yes.
I'm not playing Nintendo games no more, dog. There's nothing I want to do with those.
You know why? I'll be honest with you, because most of them control terribly.
Yes.
Like once we got to the 16-bit era, it was like we had an idea of how good control mechanics work.
Mm-hmm.
Because it was a lot touch sensitive, a little bit touch sensitive. Wow.
Right.
That AB shit, you tap it, it's gonna go. It's either on or
to the moon.
There's nothing in between. I hated that shit.
Yeah, nah. Mm-mm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
so these arcade things that they keep popping out with, is it just that one game on the whole arcade?
Nah, normally it's like 4 or 5 games on it.
Mm-hmm. Which is why I think Shaq.
I
think Shaq Fu needs to be on the NBA Jam.
At first, I thought that's what was going on. Now I saw the box. I said, "Oh shit, is Shaq Fu on
Is it going to replace? Once his finds out Shaq Fu's on, I think he's going to replace his whole dresser. Be like, nah,
just close that in there. Close the better. I'll get rid of these.
I full attacked. I got the mini Nintendo that had 12 games on it. Is that the one we were selling? Well, is that the one Best Buy was selling?
Yeah, the one that everybody was trying to do a little markup on.
No, that shit was so popular for a while.
I didn't mark up on mine.
I never had it. I had no desire for Nintendo games.
Yeah, I played it a couple times. I was like, "What? Bored with that?" So then I sold it.
I remember we had the little PlayStation joint. Oh my god.
Yeah, they knew who they were aiming at with those things, man. There was hardly any kids that was asking for an old Nintendo 64 or whatever. Go ahead.
But you know what was weird about that is that I remember them selling that type of stuff in the middle of the mall. So when it came out, I was shocked. Like, nigga, you could always buy this.
I remember that. But no. The one in the mall was not licensed by Nintendo.
But nigga, it worked.
That
it was the one in the mall was the Nintendo. You know how your parents used to call it, go play that Nintendo in there.
That one in the mall was able to play Sega games too.
Yeah, I remember seeing them. You'd be like, "Ooh," and it's like, I ain't gonna play this shit.
Oh, yeah,
right. I got a PS2.
Play that thing for an hour and unplug it because you're gonna start smelling wires.
Hell yeah! You wonder why your lights flickered and shit. It's like, wait a minute.
Why is there a Nintendo melted into my carpet?
Oh gosh, that's funny.
Yeah. But other than that, just so everybody's kids stay safe this year. I know a lot of schools are talking about arming their teachers. So teachers were going to have to go through training and learn how to carry and use a gun. And there were a lot of schools talking about having veterans as like on-campus police, on-site police, things like that, armed. So I think it's going to be a lot different for kids now because you kind of get used to dealing with regular school violence, and it's like, okay, this is just a part of whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And now you got like this whole other category of things that you got to do drills for, and the school has to be prepared for. So it's just, man, this is a different time, bro. And I would much rather homeschool my kid, to be honest with you. Just hire somebody.
I feel you, but I've met some weird ass kids that were homeschooled. I feel bad saying it, but I have.
I would think the homeschooling arena has improved. It has to, because now it's a necessity. Right?
Because right now, kids don't interact, especially with the pandemic, like these last 2.5 years. It's like they need that interaction so badly.
Mm-hmm.
Because of the technology that's kind of not say warp their brain, because I think technology does a lot of great things, but the way they're kind of just into it, it's like they need to have that social interaction. Because I'm like, how would they meet the person they want to be with if they want to be with anybody? You know,
they don't do
engage
that
with them.
now.
Also,
Right.
Izzo, swipe.
Yo,
You just swipe.
never done that, but I know what you mean. But I've never engaged in that.
Yeah,
So
they don't do
that's
that now.
hard.
Kids don't talk to anybody now. They meet up online and chit chat, and they don't pass notes or, nervously walk up to a chick that they like. The shit is different now.
Shit, I can almost use that as a transition. I remember my first week of college doing that because it was like, oh wow, it's free for all. A lot of black women here.
Yeah,
I'd walk up to people. I mean, did I get success? No, but they would giggle and be like, man, I can't believe you did that. It's what it is. I don't give a shit. It's like you can say yes or no. I don't.
Yeah.
It doesn't really hurt my feelings.
Hey, as long as you're not being rude to me, it's cool.
Yeah,
I mean, you
and
do
I never
walk up
had
to
that.
you do walk up to the wrong chick and she does that. That you get that one that's loud. Like, oh, yo, ugly.
Normally, it's when I'm just being nice and not have no intention is where they act like I'm like, yo, it's not even like that. Even though they think you're trying to play it off, but I know what you mean. I've never had that instance.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm trying to think of the first time, like I was on Carolina's campus, like one of the
I
first
remember doing it, and I remember where. I don't know why I remember.
Yeah, what was it? Because it was like I think it was like the second night we were there, and I was trying to figure. I think either how to get to the Russell House or something.
Did I know you yet? I met you.
I don't think
I
met
you that Sunday. Or
yes,
it
was the Saturday, and we were.
Yeah, I didn't meet you yet.
I was headed to the Russell House, whatever the case would be, and I was trying to find something else along the way there, and I ran into it was this woman that played soccer, and I was like, "Hey, I'm lost," and she like took me like from where the towers were, walked all the way to the Russell House, had a good conversation all the way through, and then that was it. She just kind of was like, "All right, well, you good, so I'm out." I was like, I appreciate
that. Would have warped my mind. I'm like,
right. It did. I was like, this is college?
I'd have been like, but I love you.
Right.
Oh, no.
This is college?
Yeah. It blows your mind.
Having the baby Yoda eyes and everything. Like,
yeah. The first day at college kind of warped my mind. Speaking of that, y'all remember Brian, you may remember this because you were working at university then. Do you remember first night Carolina? I know y'all
about
do.
to say that, yeah.
You remember, like, you probably were working there, but like where they would pick us all up from the Russell House. You're a freshman, like your first and second day, pick you up from the Russell House. They'll take you to the stadium. They let you run on the field and stuff, and then they have like food and a party for you. Like the joke was lit. But like I remember the first day, it's like, wow, me and Brian was I'm talking about, the guy I met in I don't say people names on here unless we know them and talk to them all the time. The person that you stay on my hallway, and I met him actually at our orientation. And that's how we were cool. So like the first night we met some girls and we were at the room. We didn't end up doing anything, but it's kind of like, this is college. You invited me back.
Make sure I'm talking about the same person. This person, you're not cool with him anymore, are you?
I mean, I have no issue with him. I don't talk to him. Yes.
Okay. That's what I'm thinking. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
But it was kind of like, I ain't never expected, like, in your first night, you end up in somebody's room, because I was an 18-year-old bright-eyed fool at that point.
Oh, man.
That's why I said it's like, I was let down real fast. I'm like, yeah, that's not going to happen every night, sir. That's not.
Yeah.
It was like, oh, all right. The lights went. Oh, okay.
All the other girls on this campus I can ask out.
Yeah.
Everybody ain't gonna say no.
Correct.
Just pure probability. Somebody gonna say yes.
Yes.
But yeah, I mean, I envy these kids because I would like start the whole college,
bruh. I do
it
over
like that,
5
man.
seconds.
Yeah,
Change my major.
Knowing what I know now, knowing what I know now, going back then, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think everybody would do something.
If
different.
you give me just 10 to 25% more knowledge, I would have flourished. Not even much more.
Yeah.
Now it's like, bruh, it'd be like flawless victory, but like
some of the dumb shit you said yes to, I would probably still say yes to. It was like, hey, Brian, I know you got finals tomorrow, but they're throwing a party down here at the club and they don't close the door.
Hold on.
That actually happened to me. It was the next day we had class
like,
together with. I actually went out the night before.
Wait, what?
We had the final. It was that class we had junior year.
What,
If you
Psych
mean
227?
Yep.
I don't know why I remember that. Or 226 or 227.
I went out the night before. We had our final.
All I know is I passed that class, but I still don't remember how I passed that class. That class was a lot of reading, bro.
It was.
Bro, you mentioned stuff you wouldn't say yes. You would say yes to now. Back then, let me ask you this question: would you have signed up for a credit card because they were giving out a free T-shirt?
Oh no!
Bro. Luckily, I didn't ever do that on campus, but I've seen a lot of people get got.
Man,
Give me this free shirt. Got me. I'm mess up your credit forever.
Or your free glasses, sunglasses.
I signed up for that thing, and they said you have an $8,000 credit limit.
Oh damn! You had one bigger than mine. I had like a $4,000 Bank of America in 2003 at 20.
I don't know what I did with that money. Like $8,000, I should still have a shirt.
But you ate good though. I bet.
Oh, I ate like a
all
champ.
I used honestly credit cards to be able to eat. It wasn't really buying a bunch of dumb stuff. I mean, I bought stuff with my refund checks. But like the credit card, it was legit just to survive. I didn't ball out and get all this extravagant, crazy stuff.
I did.
All my nice stuff that I ended up getting, like computer upgrades and stereo, that was all refund check. It was never my credit cards.
I should have never went to my mailbox. I never checked my mailbox. And then when I did, I would just pick stuff out and throw it away because nobody's sending me anything while I'm at college.
I used to go check because it was a way to go to the Russ house. And at the Russ house, you know what's there.
Yep. Since we talk about the Russell House that we brought out freshman year, have to always bring up the one thing: the party.
What party? Oh, where the girl got caught behind the curtain?
Oh, you know the party I'm talking about.
I knew it,
boy.
For anybody listening, evidently, back now I guess maybe it's not that big, but
in 2001,
in 2001, some girl got caught hunching. I'm gonna say hunching. I don't know who's listening. Don't want to offend anybody. Behind the curtain with some dude at a party. But this just proves in 2001, we didn't give a fuck about the dude doing it. It's just like the girl. Oh my God, she's a whore. All the girls were saying it before the dudes were. And I'm like, God damn, that is rough. And I remember going to the mall and being somewhere else and people were talking about it. I'm like, these people don't even go to USC. How did they find out?
Yep. And this is without a camera phone.
This is without camera phone. No, this is for Facebook. All we had is Black Planet. I don't even know if College Club was popping yet.
College Club had to be popping because that was.
I never really got on it till sophomore year, and I barely used it.
Yeah, but I remember before Black Planet.
All I had was Black Planet at that time,
and
that thing traveled like wildfire, bro.
Okay, Rod says I had a phone card from some company, ran up a $400 bill, talking to a girl in Rock Hill.
She was
not that hot. She was not that hot.
Hey, but when you're young, it's a girl, and we love the tension. We
love the tension. Had nationwide minutes, so every town you called was a charge.
Shit, I do remember having a not very much my freshman year, but I remember having calling cards because I knew some people who were like further away. To where I had no choice. But yeah, you can keep them things.
Jesus, we had it hard.
Yes. Calling cards. Shit, just the room phone. Like I had to come back to the room to check my messages. And if that message was way too long ago, she probably picked somebody else. Because I didn't respond.
Missed that one. Yeah.
You got your phone call and you're just a little too late.
Exactly. Carlton said, call me after 9 p.m. Man, I had a girlfriend in college who did not have Verizon like I did. And you do what they called
mobile to mobile?
Rich used to mobile to mobile. Yeah. How do you remember that? Mobile to mobile.
Oh, yeah.
Because those minutes are free.
Yep. Oh, I know.
She had like Suncom. And why she wanted to call me all day on my cell phone, I'm like, yo, I ain't got no minutes. The thing is, I ain't got no minutes. You cutting into our time out getting some food.
This ain't the one that messed up our summer plans. Is it summer school plans?
Yes. Same person.
Okay.
Same person. We were about to paint the town red. And
we were
around and got a girlfriend. I'm sorry, Nick.
It's all right.
I talked all that up. Like, man, we're gonna be hitting the streets. We're gonna be at these strip clubs.
That's right. And then
And my ass ain't seen the inside of a strip club that whole summer or year, probably.
yeah, it was hurtful.
What year was
regret
that?
it. Those are the moments, man. Those are the
This
things
was
that make
the
you
summer
you.
going into senior year, I think.
So
Yeah.
it was
That would have been our first senior year. So that would have been 04.
04.
That's
Summer of
04.
04.
Yes, because I did date her my first senior year, part of my first semester.
And think about it, she was cool though. She was cool people.
Yeah, she was.
Sorry, I mean, messed up our plans.
Nah, no, it is what it is.
Yeah,
I haven't talked to her.
It is, Rob. I'll agree.
I haven't.
Rob, I'll agree with you on that. Having a girlfriend in college is a mistake, but it's a mistake you have to make.
That
have
is
to
true.
make that mistake. Like
You go ahead. Yeah,
That's not a mistake.
it's an experience you have to have.
an
That's what you mean?
experience.
We call that in project management. We call that a lesson learned.
Oh, okay.
it's called bringing sand to the beach.
There you go. Another,
I'm sorry, y'all. That was rude. I'm out of pocket for that. That was out of pocket. I'm sorry. I'll see myself out for that one.
you have to do things like get a girlfriend in college to have these stories and the little creases in your brain, because every time you learn something, you get a crease. So,
Bruh,
your girlfriend is key. You got to do it.
Yeah,
It's not going to work out. It's not, but you got to do it.
it's not. And what's funny, and you say that, and what's funny is, even though you're not together, but it's always something you learn, and like it's something like deep I learned, and I don't even know if I've ever shared it with y'all. It ain't that deep now, but like I'm a 18, not 18. I'm probably like 20, 21, and it's like shoot. At that point, all my colleges kick it with the fellas, Like we kicking it.
Mhm.
And you have a girlfriend, it's like I still didn't learn. I can't be just kicking it all the time. And I remember having a conversation like, oh shit, you're right. And that's always stuck with me, you know, how to prioritize your time with that. And it's kind of like, that is one of the few things I took away from that.
Yeah. Because when else, and Carlton, you're an anomaly. You know, I congratulate that, man. If you met her in college and y'all
God
married,
bless
you're an
you,
anomaly.
Yeah.
But
Right.
that's the time when nobody really has responsibilities but going to class, so you can wild out with people.
Yeah.
No other time in your life are you going to get that opportunity.
Yeah. And I wanted to experience
is-
it all, bro.
Amen to that.
You know what? And that's I had a conversation with somebody about that. It's like, you know, in your 20s, that is the period for you to basically do all of the things. And I'm talking about like understanding who you are as a person, understanding group dynamics, but then also it's like, hey, life experience, you know, where hey, if you decide you want to trick off every other day, it's like, is that
So
the time
Rich
to do
just essentially said hoe phase. Got it.
you know,
I'm not gonna do it. Yep.
Nah, go
I mean,
ahead.
You got to figure out what
but-
kind of hoe you want to be for the rest of your life.
you know, but let's be honest. Like,
water hoe?
really think about it. If you
Yeah.
take it, because you had a
Hurt.
stigma right between like what we thought that would be like back then, but now 20 years away from that, and go back and think like, you know what, they were on to something.
Mm.
Like if you, I'm just saying.
Yeah. Ugh. Let's see. What does he say? Rob says, guys should be on a JJ buffet. So royal oats will be the rich hoe phase. Be on the rich hoe phase.
That is true. I mean, even for like women, it's like I kind of feel, and I see this, like they'll deal with somebody, and I know like the dude they're dealing with is like totally outside, and they're kind of just all up on them. Like, you need to go experience people. I used to see that a lot when we were at that age. It's kind of like, I ain't saying I want to be with you or anything, but it's like you need to experience more, because some of these dudes be painting themselves that they the best things to slice bread, and you see them somewhere, and it's like, damn, man.
Jesus was about to put his hand on somebody's shoulder and be like, "Come with me
Yep.
if you want to live."
Yeah, for real, man.
But see, the thing is, like, somebody will get in, and I've seen this quite a few times in college. Oh, first of all, Bobby said it's the same in the military. And I would imagine so. Young people with money, and all you got to do, well, not all you got to do, but you got a little bit less responsibility at that point when you first get there. Yeah, so it's the same thing. But what I've seen is like people that do latch on to somebody their freshman year and stay with that person until like sophomore or junior year. If they break up, they try to catch up on lost time.
Yes, that. Ooh,
Yeah.
And it's just
that's
like
very valid.
Tasmanian devil just trying to do everything they can that they didn't get a chance to do because they've been in a relationship for the last few semesters.
Yep.
I've seen that.
And
Yes,
then
we-
if
yes, we have.
That would be called the
Yes.
whole phase on steroids.
So I was about to say, and if it's a female, the dudes that have been waiting for that to happen, they're gonna stand right there in her path openly.
You mean right into the path?
Oh wow. Oh, I just thought about something. I'll discuss this after the show, this other part, but this is not for public consumption. But I do remember a social media type thing. Like I remember like Yahoo Chat was popping back then. I met people through that back in the day.
Yeah. I tried to log into my Yahoo Chat a couple months ago.
That exists.
Apparently it's just like a news thing now. They don't even have the chat stuff up there.
I was about to say, boy, it's probably Russian and Chinese bots eating up the earth in there.
Oh, what about? Oh, hold on a second. I'm taking it even further. What about AOL Instant Messenger?
I knew you about to say that. I knew it.
Oh man, I used to leave up my little status.
Your way message. Yep.
Oh
AIM,
yeah.
You mean AIM is what we call it?
AIM
Yes,
was like AIM was so interesting.
Because they even back then you put status messages
I
whenever
just
you
got
were
a
away.
text. Rich, did you see that? Did I?
No, I didn't see it.
A message got sent to you too. Read your Is that who you were talking about?
Hold on a second.
MySpace had a good thing going on. They just didn't. They didn't know how to market. And I think.
I see.
Was it MySpace or White Planet that put the music up? I think it was White
That's
Planet that
MySpace.
put the music up.
Yeah, dude, you had to learn how to mini code back in the day with Black Planet. I learned HTML.
I was going to say HTML was a thing. That's why.
Yeah, I learned little HTML then.
Yeah,
used to have the little fire font. Yeah. If you could go back, I wish I screenshotted that shit just to see how bad it looked.
Oh, your page is still up, bro.
No, I've deactivated it long.
Oh, you deactivated? Okay, I left mine and it's still up. I'm like, why is this?
No, I deactivated mine probably before we even hit 2010, so it's been gone.
Yeah, but I guess they just didn't know how to keep up with, Facebook.
Well, you know what it was? It was design language, because Facebook had one consistent design and it removed your choice. That's all it is. It's just like Apple.
That makes sense. I didn't like Thomas.
Shots fired.
Yes.
I stand with Apple.
Yeah, shots fired.
Where is Tom?
Tom is chilling.
I would have thought he'd have been like a visible person by now. Like,
no, why? He sold it to what? News Group?
Yeah, it was like Fox or CBS.
Yeah.
It would have either been Fox or Viacom. Is it Viacom?
I can't remember. But
yeah,
CBS
is Viacom.
Yeah, he sold it and was like, all right, I'm out. And then he just said,
Justin, relax. Justin Timberlake. But shit, anybody can afford that shit now.
Yeah, it was
they give it away in Happy Meal bags. They give you a portion.
Stop it.
Sorry.
Stop it now.
He did? Why?
Well, he really did. That
means joking. He bought it from the media conglomerate. I didn't know that.
Yeah, if he did that, then that's why.
Is Justin Timberlake ever going to recover from Man in the Woods?
I'm going to go ahead and say probably not.
He's disappeared since that shit. That was just an album. That was an album he had. Yeah. Pharrell produced it, but it was kind of like it was random,
country-ish.
Yeah, I'm like, fam, that ain't you. Like, you've been singing R&B like since New Kids on the Block, since Mickey Mouse Club. Like, what are you doing?
That's something different.
Yeah, shoot. Ryan Gosling was on the same set of shows, which is still trippy as fuck.
It really is.
Ryan Gosling, Britney Spears, Christina Aguilera, what's the JC dude? They were all on the show at the same fucking time. It's fucking weird. Remember Ryan Gosling? I think Marcus put in the chat. Ryan Gosling Ryan Gosling, Justin Timberlake, JC, and then it was a black guy. I used to see him randomly on shows in the 90s. They were singing like, is it Thinkin?
Whoa.
It's one of them Jodeci songs. It was so random.
Whoa.
And Ryan Gosling was singing lead. Wild.
There we go.
Oh, he has MySpace and The Hurt.
Wow. Didn't know that. We're not talking about Usher?
You said not me.
Peace.
So Usher's never going to be on our show.
Oh,
Thank
that's
God.
fine. I mean,
No, that's not exactly a hot take, Brian.
You're
it's
right.
a burning one.
I'm gonna leave this here for just a little while longer. Let it cool off for a second.
Cool off. It is pretty hot, Rich. You're right.
Yeah.
You know what I did learn today? The last Diamond R&B or rap album was Confessions. Mm-hmm. Right before that was Speaker Box / Love Below.
Oh.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Unfortunately, after that, I know it was Carter 3.
Was that Diamond?
Unfortunately.
Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know
Yeah.
that.
I remember seeing like a list of like the last 10 albums that went Diamond, and that one just stood out like a sore thumb.
Oh, so when they talked about it, they must have really been talking about R&B then. Okay.
So
They must
there's
have really
10
been
of
talking
them?
about, I heard so R&B wise, it had to have been that.
This was like the last 10 whenever I saw this article at that time.
Okay.
But wouldn't Emancipation of Mimi, wouldn't that a Diamond album? That would have been after, right?
Yeah, that would have been
That album was popular.
that was not after. That was after Confessions. Yes,
That's what I'm talking about. After Confessions.
I don't think if it went Diamond, it had to be worldwide. I don't think in the U.S.
Oh,
Mhm.
not domestically. Okay, because bruh, I still remember being in a class and I didn't realize how big it was until I heard like white girls' ringtones were like "We Belong Together." I was like, oh shit, I missed something.
I'm sorry though. That was overrated to me. I'm sorry.
Whoa.
And I like Mariah Carey. I fight, but
I'm a Visions of Love Mariah Carey fan.
there you go. I mean, Mariah Carey don't even know the lyrics to her own song on that album. So
Someday, like that's my shit. That's that's the Mariah Carey. I'm like,
I don't know the word.
you, Brian. But don't feel bad. Mariah Carey forgets the words to her song sometimes, so you good.
oh my god.
Oh, this thing says there are only 7 hip hop Diamond albums, and Eminem recorded 2 of them.
Yep. Hey, bite your tongue, is up.
Who's the other people? I know it'd been Outkast. Who's the other?
Outkast,
we
Lil
got-
Wayne.
MC Hammer.
Oh god.
Too legit to quit.
Please, Emma, don't hurt him.
Yeah, that's it. Please, Hammer, don't hurt him.
I know.
Brian, is it the Marshall Mathers LP and Eminem show?
Yeah.
I figured that.
Eminem nerd. No,
We
I'm
got
just kidding.
Tupac, All Eyes on Me, Biggie, Life After Death.
All Eyes on Me.
Um,
Album.
Lauryn Hill.
I
the
don't
Miss
like
Edu-
that album like that. Go ahead.
The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. Of
Oh,
course.
absolutely. I forgot
Excellent.
about that.
Nelly, Country Grammar.
That's a
Yeah,
nice
man.
I am not a fan. Not a
And then,
fan.
of course, yeah, Outkast Speaker Box.
Oh, so not the card didn't go. Okay, I thought the card did
Okay,
go.
that's only 8. What other 2 got?
I thought the card 3 went
Oh,
Diamond.
that was 7.
Oh, Rob.
Yeah,
Yeah, Outkast. But I must say, I'm a fan of Outkast. I was saying
You know
I'm not
what-
a fan of Nelly.
You know what? I correct it. I think the Carter 3 it sold 1 million his first week. That's what it did.
Oh,
Not
yeah,
that.
I do remember that.
Not that.
Did Graduation sell 1 million his first week? Because remember, it went up against.
No, it didn't. I think it's
Oh,
like
probably it didn't because 50
because
came
of
out.
Courage. Yeah, it's like that's your boy 50. He came out. I think it did like 900,000 though. Graduation.
Oh, okay. But if 50 didn't come out, that shit would have been probably like 1.5. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Because Kanye
Okay.
was like on white hot fire back then.
That was 2015. Diamond
Carry the
certified
one.
hip hop and R&B songs.
Rob, are you talking about Cracked Rear View? I know that went Diamond. Y'all know what that is, right?
No.
That's Hootie and the Blowfish.
Oh Jesus!
Hey,
Don't you,
that-
hey, now don't.
we
don't
will leave
talk
Charleston
about
alone.
Hootie.
Oh no, I ain't hating. I just
I
didn't
know.
know what he was trying to say. What trash albums went? See,
I
he
know.
said exactly. I knew he was talking about that. I
I
knew
know.
it.
Rob
I
don't
knew
like
it.
Hootie and the Blowfish and shit.
I
don't know.
knew it.
I
I
think
just
it's
saw
fine.
through it. Oh, Kid Rock.
Devil Without a Cause.
I have a big problem with Kid Rock. And
I
it's not
can't.
even just the way he act. My problem is he has a biracial kid that other half being black, and the way he acts really bothers me.
Really, I didn't know he had biracial kid.
Yes, that's what bothers me the most. It's
the
kind of like you just spit in the face of your child and your baby's mother, like fam.
And people forget he was a freaking DJ at first.
He used to be an artist on tour before he was Kid Rock with somebody. I remember I watched his behind the music way back in the day when he was tolerable.
So I did not know about the biracial
even
kid.
though his music was kind of weak to me, but
Post
that was in a
Malone
time where it was rap to where
Rappy rock.
yeah, Limp Bizkit and Korn were popular.
Whoa. Can't forget about Linkin Park, sir.
You know I'm not a big fan.
Izzo does not like Linkin Park.
I don't like Linkin Park at all. I don't know. Like when that Jay-Z Linkin Park thing came out.
Yeah. In the end, it just doesn't matter to Izzo. So,
wait, what was the noise you made?
It was horrible to me.
Damn.
And I already wasn't a huge fan of the Black Album for a while. So it was kind of like Jay-Z was pissing me off, and I began to like the Black Album more. I think all the versions of the Black Album made me appreciate the Black Album more. Like the the Gray Album?
Yeah.
What's the one with Danger Mouse? Is the Gray Album?
I think it's the black. Is the Gray one? Oh, it's the
it's the Gray Album.
Yeah, that's what made me like it because he actually flipped some stuff.
I mean, it's not hard to flip that album. That album was
It's
because I didn't like. I like Lucifer, and I liked.
You hear it here first, folks. Izzo said he likes Lucifer.
Shut the fuck up. It's a great show. See, I can flip that any way I want.
At the time, for that
Public
to be so-called retirement album, it was weak. For it to be his retirement album.
I agree. And that Eminem song was horrible. And
that was the
DJ Quick song was horrid.
Yeah. But Jay-Z learned his lesson. Eminem only produced the song. He didn't rap on it.
I think Eminem produced songs stink. Like the beats.
I don't disagree with that.
Stink, except for wait, not Ether. Why my mind just went blank.
So is that why D12 fell? Because Eminem was producing all the music?
His beats sound like anybody.
They're very simple. They're very simple, yeah. But that's all I think. He learned. He's like, he ain't gonna rap my album again.
Yeah, you ain't gonna rap me on my own shit. I'm like, technically, that song was originally Eminem and Royce, so it's not really his own.
That makes it even worse though, because you heard
shit. He better be happy Royce wasn't on there.
Yeah, because that would have been
Royce would have swept them both under the rug.
Thank you, David. Appreciate it.
Royce is too humble. I want to tell Royce, I'm like, I actually like you way more than Eminem, and I think Eminem's still a GOAT. Even though
that's why. Like that. Well, I tell you what, I love Bad vs. Evil when they do their stuff together. The chemistry there is just—it's
amazing. You could tell like they know each other, floating each other's time, and they've been cool for so long.
Yeah.
You know what? You just made me think about that. What would you say would be the best like hip hop super group or duo?
Method Man and Redman.
That
get out
outside. Who else? I'm just thinking that would have came to my mind.
So you have that. You got
Run with Method Man and Redman is just amazing.
Okay, so you got Royce.
I just like the albums together. They only had that one.
Right. You also got Run the Jewels.
Yeah. Run the Jewels is tough. Those first two albums, Nick.
Right.
Nick.
Yeah.
I was shocked because I kept hearing about it.
Same here.
And I never listened to it till till the second album came out. When it first came out, I said, all right, let me listen to it.
So we're talking about super groups, like two you said, right? Now, not like an Outcast. Just like
I mean, because that's interesting. Because
I would throw out Outcast. I would kind of throw them out because they're epic.
Yeah, but
you
mean like two individual people that came
together.
Yeah.
Kind of like Jay-Z and Redacted.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, let's do that.
What's funny is some songs were good, but to me, the only songs I liked at the time, to clarify, was the Redacted songs that were by himself virtually.
That album was so disappointing. And then it got no publicity. Then I found out why it had no publicity.
And then why did they try it again and the same shit happened?
I don't know.
Unfinished business? Is that what it was?
Yeah, that's what it's called.
I
Yeah.
remember that.
That's what
It's
they
called.
mean.
It's called. We had throwaway tracks, and we wanted to put them out.
Yeah,
We did get excited when R. Kelly and Jay-Z had an album because it was kind of like he was at the top of R&B
At that time. Yes,
Jay-Z's top of rap. It's like that ain't. I don't know if that ever happened. Well, you do have Drake and Future.
Hold on, wait a minute.
God, I feel triggered.
Nick, you bit me to it.
So.
we'll sneak that in there.
That album was weak, by the way. There's only like 2 songs I like on that Drake Future album.
But if we were trying to be serious, though, back to the original question, that's a good. Run the Jewels is a good one. Bad vs. Evil. I mean, I'm not knocking Meth and Red. I just think Blackout was disappointing. I'll just say that.
LSG, shit. Why you playing?
I was about to say LSG too. And what did Tyrese and them call their group? Triple T.
Oh man,
It's called No Talent Niggas.
Don't you talk about Tank like that? I'm gonna defend Tank. Tank is talented. Actually,
TGT.
all of them are talented, but they just
TGT.
TGT.
I'm not a big Tyrese fan as a singer. I don't like Genuine. Tank's fine.
Genuine was good his first 2.5. I could have 2.5 albums. His
stand
third
his
album, not all the songs were good, but the first 2 albums I could play front to back.
Yeah.
I can't stand his voice.
100% Genuine was a hard ass album.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it was.
Yeah. It was just bright. Like, why did you make an orange fucking album? This shit.
Oh, you remember? That's why you know you were a fan. The CD was orange. It definitely was. The first one was black. I remember.
I'm definitely on the outs with y'all on Genuine.
Yeah,
I'm good with Tyrese. I think he does have a voice. They pushed him a little too hard after the whole, Pepsi thing. But I do think he has talent.
Dude, they pushed him hard. Yeah, Tyrese.
Genuine's okay with me. I mean, I don't think he's a huge talent, but because of the 2 albums, he's in Hall of Fame.
You will not talk about Black Tie on this show. Remember Tyrese a rapper? He was Black Tie. Remember that? Oh my God, Carlton.
I can't.
Look at Rich.
There was room in the music industry for people to do different things at one point. Well, think
about it, Brian. There's room to technically do more now because you can self-publish. And
you legit can just upload it to a streaming service on your own.
Right.
And just go on your Twitter, Instagram, Snap, TikTok, and go, my song or single album drop. And it's like, oh, shit.
Mm-hmm. We all know somebody that, not really personally, but we've been scrolling through TikTok or Instagram or something, and we heard somebody spitting some lyrics that should be heard on the radio. There's a lot more talented people that's not being signed than there are that are on the radio. Way more.
Yeah, man. Because right now they're playing the numbers. They're playing the numbers game. Mm-hmm. I heard this on a podcast today where L.A. Reid was talking. It's like, he's like, of course you look at numbers, but at the end of the day, man, you gotta go with your gut and your ear. He said a lot of these companies are playing the numbers game, and this is why like artists are coming and going so fast. Just because they popping over here doesn't mean it translate to success in music. Like that's the issue with a lot of artists now. I said, damn, he's dropping the jewel.
Yeah.
But a lot of people don't go by what they hear. It's like, oh, they're trending. Blah, blah, blah. The Catch Me Outside girl is the prime example.
Jesus.
She signed to Atlantic and ain't putting no songs out of substance. They can't make her stick because she's pointless. But she's a millionaire because the society's fucked.
That's American.
Millionaire because she got on OnlyFans.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. But
pedos, even though she's of age, but pedos still call
yeah, still they were waiting. When you wait for somebody to get of age, you that's kind of creepy, bro.
So you're trying to say these guys pulled a tiger? Got it.
Well, at least they didn't pull an Elvis and just go ahead and marry the chick.
Oh shit, yeah, Tiger redshirted the shit out of that Kylie chick. Yo, where's my cousin at? Yo, Joe is stupid.
I forgot what I was gonna say. But anybody got any shotgun topics? Anything you want to get off the chest? Anything you want to talk about?
I don't have anything that I want to talk about like in a lengthy way because I know Sosa has opinions about this, but Dodge unveiled their new car.
I was gonna ask you about that, Rich.
What
And
did
I'm
they?
not.
Okay, go ahead.
And personally, I mean, it's a fully electric vehicle. It's the Dodge Charger
Challenge.
SR. No,
Oh,
it's
it's
a
a
Charger.
Charger. I thought it was a Challenger. My
It's the
bad.
Dodge Charger SRT Banshee. No, Dodge Charger SRT. No, Dodge Charger Daytona SRT Banshee is what they showed at
That's
the.
too many words.
Yes, that's why I had to like count. So
Boy, these marketing teams suck. That
yeah,
make all this money.
but it's
Jesus.
a fully electric with the it's a fully electric car and it looks like a car, which is the first thing.
Mhm.
It's they haven't released any power numbers or anything like that, but the thing that makes it interesting is
That
that
engine noise shit.
right, but
I
that's
saw the clip today.
so here's the thing about it, because people are wondering, is that false? What it really is, it's actually the engine noise from the vehicle, but they amplify it. It's an electric motor.
That's
that
why
you're
it
hearing.
sounds weird.
Right.
Oh, okay.
So I'm not gonna lie to you. Like when I saw it, I was like, okay, I see what you're trying to do here, and it actually looks like a car. So I am not in the camp of, like this sucks, Dodge. You don't know what you're doing. And the reason why I say that is because every single person who I've seen in any of these Mopar groups on social media complains about this thing. But I remember back in 2005 when a car called the Dodge Charger that had 4 doors and was a sedan was going to be the end of Dodge. And
yet it's been one of the most success stories.
it is one of the most successful sedans that has ever been created.
Existed. Yeah.
And I'm just like,
that Toyota Camry and Honda Accord.
Right. I just find it really interesting that people are saying that Dodge is about to go down the toilet, and I'm like, y'all don't even know what the power numbers of this thing does yet. Like, so I'm here for it. I saw it, and I think it's gonna be great.
Bruh. Carlton.
I'm gonna, to be honest, I'm actually gonna challenge that, right? Because the number of kilowatt hours it takes to actually charge an EV, it's only gonna increase your bill by about $5-6. Yeah.
But do you think these power conglomerates going to finesse?
Do I think that I certainly think that they are going to see a demand increase and it's going to increase your rate. I do believe that's going to happen, just like gas companies. I mean, it's supply and demand, right?
Mhm.
But I think that there's going to be ways around this, to be honest. And the fact that their renewable energy and that stuff is coming into the space, I think all of those things are going to change the landscape of how energy in and of itself works. Because right now, even though, EVs are the thing, most power plants still get a main share of their energy from coal. So, but again, back to the car. I as a concept vehicle, because it's not the final car, as a concept vehicle.
Oh, it's not. Okay.
Yeah, that's not the final car. It's kind of like that the Hyundai Envision 74. The one that looks like a DeLorean more than the new DeLorean does. I would have to say, man, I'm here for it. So we'll see what Dodge does. But
they've already released the concept pictures for the new DeLorean.
Yeah, it looks. I don't.
Let me see if I can see it.
Yeah, fine. That was. I think they released that maybe about 2-3 months ago.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, so many people are complaining about Dodge right now and the way that their platforms are going to work, and yeah, I'm here for it.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, I own 2 vehicles that have a 5.7 liter V8 in it, same block, and it's a great block. But I'll be honest with you, it's there's only but so much that we can do with a combustion engine. We're pushing 840 horsepower out of a 6.2 liter V8. Like, ain't too much more you can do with that.
Yeah, but isn't the expensive thing like going to be replacing the battery because the batteries are so damn expensive?
Yeah, but I mean, let's be honest though. I mean, that's an argument that I think is a real thing. But remember, your phone 5 years ago had what? Maybe 1,000 milliamp battery, and it was still like $400 or $500. And now we're talking about phones that have a 5,000 milliamp battery, weigh just as much, and cost about $100. So I don't see, I see people who make that point have no understanding of how technology escalates over time. So no, I don't believe that this is going to be we're going to stay in this pocket because battery technology gets better. This is we already seen.
Yeah. I don't like this either. I don't like this either, Rich.
What?
The DeLorean. I'm looking at it.
Yeah, the Hyundai Envision 74 looks more like a DeLorean than the DeLorean does.
Did y'all?
You said the Hyundai?
Yeah.
Solar panel on the body of a vehicle. Why isn't that a thing?
Because it's not enough energy that's being produced to be able to power it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's really the only reason why. It's, solar panels take up space, and the solar panels aren't really efficient because most of the energy that is provided that you actually get from the light isn't absorbed. It's a lot of heat. Like I forgot the efficiency rate of solar panels, but it's insanely low. Like it's cool because it's there, but
so is wind more durable?
Yeah, wind's probably a better because it's a turbine.
So why, real quick, I don't want to get deep in this because we're late into the show, but why isn't it more of a thing with all these, especially down here in the South where we just got land upon land of rolling land?
Space.
We have the space. We have the space here.
But unfortunately, you know how it is. It's like, an eyesore. I don't know why.
That's not eyesore to me.
Yeah. I don't, to be honest with you, I really don't know why it's not more of a thing, but
because it takes money out of somebody else. That's what we were talking about at the beginning. Once we start advancing our civilization in other areas,
kill everything in America.
Yeah, if you think about it, if we had a society that actually you didn't have to pay for energy, there'd be a lot of people that wouldn't be rich.
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure there are advancements that can make that happen very easily and very cheap.
But money.
Yeah.
Fuck these people, man.
Cash rules everything around me. Cream gets the money. Dollar bill, y'all. All right. Anybody else got anything you want to talk about?
I want to say R.I.P. to Teddy Ray. Great comedian. He passed a couple days
back. They say he drowned. Wait, what?
Yeah, man. That's what they said.
Oh, damn.
They found him in the pool. Yeah, that hurt my heart, man. That motherfucker was fun.
I had never heard of him until that.
Really? Oh, man. I watch a lot of All Deaf. I follow their channel pretty heavy. He was always on there. He is hilarious. Like the way he would just laugh and you like, damn, this is funny.
I'm trying not to sneeze. All right, y'all. Thank you so much for joining us. It's been a good show. We'll be back next Thursday. Hopefully, let me see. The Mets can stub the big toe forever.
All right. Yo, fuck the Mets. I'm with you, man. I hate the Mets.
Yeah. But we'll be back next Thursday. Sosa will be with us. We are going to talk about more topics. And hopefully all of us will have a glass in our hands. I think we all did a sober show tonight. Ha! We can do it. What's that?
I'm off next Friday, so I can sip. I'm not off tomorrow.
All right. Well, we can't go out because somebody tried to burn down our hangout spot. But everybody have an amazing.
I'm probably not going out tomorrow.
Yeah. Y'all have a good one. Stay up. We'll see y'all next Thursday. Peace. Rich, sing a song.